Hey, everybody. On today's show, it is all about games. Games people play, games that we love. Some of our favorite board games. Some games kids don't even play anymore, and they should. And then we're going to finish it off with some ritual scary games that you can play with your friends for Halloween. So grab a drink, and it's going to be a fun show. Hey, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Who Invited Her. We are San Diego's LGBTQ pop culture podcast. I am your host, Tony, and I'm here with my other host. Say hi, Bashi.
Hi, Bashi.
God, I hate when he does that. Say hi, Eric, and don't you say hi, Eric.
Hi, everyone.
Thank you. And Miss Miriam T is not here today, but she will be back next week. But instead, we have a friend of the podcast. She was actually on our very first season. She made an appearance on an episode. But she does a lot of stuff behind the scenes, actually, with a couple of things. And she is a host of another podcast that is coming out next week that I'm on. My dear friend, Lena Jones, is going to join us for the whole episode. Hi, Lena.
Hi, guys.
And she is part of the Film Spring podcast, which is all about our favorite movies and your sheltered friend who has never seen them.
And I play the sheltered friend.
Yes. And that is her dog in the background for you wondering. But the show Film Spring, we've talked about on this show. So the podcast goes live in a week. So I thought I'd bring Lena on to hang out with us boys today.
Hi, boy.
Yes. So today we are all going to get into games. But before that, there was very, very sad news that all of us heard about yesterday. Ruth Bader Ginsburg passed away at 87, which is really, really, really sad. And she was a brilliant woman. She's going to leave an amazing legacy behind. But like we say on this podcast, this coming up election is super important, and everybody needs to get out and vote. It's really going to make a difference and affect all of our lives. So that's what everybody needs to do in November. Get out and vote. But
we gotta win. Yeah. We gotta win big.
Yes.
Huge.
Senate,
Huge.
Congress,
Huge.
presidency, federal judge placements. It's a lot riding on it.
But our thoughts and prayers go out to her family. The work she did was amazing, but it's really sad that we lost her this week. But on another note, some other good things happened this week. One really good thing in the last week.
They did?
Yeah. Everybody got to see Chris Evans' dick. That'll cheer you up.
God, it was so
started out
great.
so well this week.
I know.
Did y'all see it?
Yeah, you can see the
sure
pictures.
did.
Yeah, I was like, okay, Captain America.
I felt guilty, even though he did it. I
Yeah.
felt like because it was an accident, I respectfully should decline Google searching that.
But you didn't.
No, I did. I have
You
not
haven't
seen
seen it? I want you to
It's
look
a
it up
nice
right
dick.
now.
It's a
Okay.
gift from
Twist
baby
my arm.
Jesus himself. It was
Nice. But
it's a gift
his,
from heaven.
Does
But
he have a pretty penis?
Yeah.
Yes.
it's a nice girthy.
But you can't
Yeah.
really see it. It's like a shadowy silhouette. But you could tell there's girth, there's
It's
length,
not
there's
bad. It's
shapely.
not bad. But I
Yeah.
did like his reply on Twitter. Now that I have your attention, go out and vote is what he
I know.
replied back. I was like,
Yeah.
And then he did an interview, I want to say the next morning on one of the morning talk shows. And he said, yeah, it's super embarrassing, but what are you going to do? You roll with the punches. And he made
Do you
no
guys-
big deal about it, which I was like,
Yeah.
oh, that's so cool.
The PR spin on it was like the best I've ever seen. It was really good.
yeah.
I give him some props on it for like just kind of owning it.
I
For
feel
sure.
like that is like the stupidest thing to like ding people about
Oh.
these days. Like a dick pic. Like get the
One-
whatever.
Even though, but look at how if the tables were turned. Remember when Jennifer, what's her name, the one from Hunger Games,
Lawrence Aniston.
Jennifer Lawrence.
hers were released, and people were hateful on social media, calling her a slut and all of that because her pictures got hacked and sent out.
Well, that's why I wanted to respect him, even though he didn't get hacked.
Yeah, he did it
This was
himself.
intentional.
Yeah.
Do you
Go
do you
ahead,
think
Eric.
it's different because it's a woman and a man, and like, do you think it's like a sex thing, like gender thing?
110%.
Yeah, I
Purity
think so too.
culture. Purity
Yeah.
culture, especially for a young female. Like she was in a young adult novel turned movie. So everyone was like, you've got to be something my 13-year-old can look up to. So
I know.
the fact that you took naked selfies, even if you didn't release them, was shameful enough, supposedly.
Yeah.
But what's his name? Daniel Radcliffe from Harry Potter did like a completely nude play, and nobody gave a fuck about that.
So that
'Cause it
play
was-
Equus is known for that. I
Yeah.
actually auditioned for that in college.
It's
and
just-
had to
it's just
sign a
nudity.
waiver.
Yeah.
Yeah,
There was
But
a
that's
show
different
actually.
because you know fully.
Yeah.
It's like going to Playboy. You don't
Yeah,
going in.
but
for Equus, like you don't go to Playboy unless you know what you're getting into.
There was
it's
a
the
show
same thing.
here.
It's just nudity.
Yeah, there was a show here in San Diego at the Globe where they had full frontal male nudity, and I took my mom, not knowing, and
Oh,
we
no.
were in like the fourth row, and my mom's reaction was the best. She literally went, "This play got better." She whispered it, and my mom, she does it. She just leaned over and she's just like, "This play got better," and I was trying so hard not to laugh and think
Oh, I
the
would've
people
died.
around us were. I was laughing at the guy's dick, but it was because of my mom.
Do you
Yeah,
think it
it's
was
hilarious.
well done?
Huh?
Do you think it was well done?
Yeah. Because Jonesy, you and I have seen, I think you have seen shows where there has been nudity and it's uncomfortable. They
Yes.
they don't do it right, and it's like, ooh.
I saw one my freshman year theater appreciation class in Dallas area that had full frontal nudity, both male and female. And the director decided to double down by playing pornographic images on TVs in the background. And the whole thing, it was like, I honestly to this day cannot tell you what the play was about because I was just an onslaught of dicks and vaginas and saggy tits. It was too much.
Too much. Oh, Michael Perry's in the chat. Hi, Michael. He's watching us today. He tuned in on our Film Springer show. He tuned in. On
did.
yeah. So, other thing that came out in pop culture this week, Madonna is writing her own and directing her own biopic. I think
I'm
this
so
is
fucking
going to
over her.
be. Oh,
A
can we say
disaster?
self-indulgent?
desperate,
Desperate. Want to be relevant.
But
desperately seeking Susan.
don't you think if anyone else would be doing it, we would all be like, well, that makes sense. She's such an icon. But because she's doing it herself, it's
Yeah.
like, ugh.
Yeah, I think it comes off a little self-indulgent when it's you wanting to do it. You know what I mean? Maybe. I don't know. Am I wrong?
No, you're not.
No.
It's just
That's
I don't
so
know.
fucking weird.
Thank
It
you,
would've been-
Bash.
It would have been better if someone else was doing it and then brought her in as a consultant,
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is
Versus
completely
her-
narcissistic.
like
Narcissistic.
spearheading it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. It rubbed me the wrong way when I read that, but I was like, whatever, do your own thing. You know, if you want to do it, you have the money, do it. Probably, I'm sure.
Everything in the last 10 years has just been like, please love me, America. Please just love me. That's
I'm sick of
everything.
it.
Yeah.
Well, it's also social media, everything, because social media is so big. Everybody feels that their opinion is the right opinion, and that's that. And everybody wants, like, look at, like, remember when everybody's like, I don't want to see the bagel you're eating this morning. It's because everybody wants validation. You know what I mean?